The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. We're already into the second week of August, and only 10 days to go until my 14th anniversary of beginning Topic Time on August 18th of 2010. What a freaking great anniversary that's going to be. And of course, we are carousing the country again. We got another great musical guest today. He's out in upstate Washington State. And of course, before we get to him, got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we have A1 Auto Unlimited, LLC, auto recycling, plowing, towing, and more in Wareham for all your auto needs. We have Shovel Shop Spirits right here in Easton and Northeastern. Good to have them back. Great to have them back. We have Lola's Asian Market, LLC in Wareham. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have Lynch's Towing, Auto, Cycle, and Truck Center in Brockton. One number for towing, one number for project. My pal Lynchy there is always looking for new scrap metal, wheels, anything to do with transportation. He handles it all. We have Santoro's Pizza and Subs in East Wareham. They deliver. We have Uplifted Nutrition in Taunton, Herbalife Uplifted Nutrition. We have Diesel Plus Unlimited in Whitman. We have Mulberry Frozen Yogurt in Raynham. We have Comfort Upholstery in East Bridgewater. We have Brian's Barbershop in Kingston. We have Big Lee's Automotive in Hanover. We have Curtis Car Care in Middleborough. Thank you, Adam. We have Riverside Cafe in Wareham. We have South Middleborough Pizza and Grill in Middleborough. They deliver. We have Kingston Auto Body in Kingston. We have Countertops Express in North Attleboro, experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. We have Doggy Boutique, all breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We have European Auto Sales in Whitman. We have Haven Psychiatric Services right here in the building in room 211. We have Joe's Diner in Taunton. We have Eli's Auto Care in Taunton. We have RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. And we have a new one, Boston Auto Group, right here in Northeastern. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now on that note, I will officially introduce Mr. Hunter Stiles. How you doing today, sir?
Good, about you?
I'm doing great. And you're in, what part of Washington State are you in?
I'm in the Yakima Valley area.
Oh, okay. Is that sort of like central?
Yeah, it's I'm sure you're familiar with Seattle and everything, so I'm just over the Cascade Mountains from there.
Okay, I'm familiar with it. I've just never been out that way before. Okay, well, we've done several shows to Washington State. Hopefully, where you are, the Wi-Fi is better than some of the locations we've reached, but so far so good. We'll take that.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Well, tell me about yourself. You look like a real hillbilly, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm probably about as hillbilly as they get.
Good. Okay. That's perfect. I mean, what these virtual shows are really intermingling the people, and that's the way it should be. All right. Well, did you grow up where you live now in the area?
Yep. I've been from Yakima my whole life. I'm 21 years old right now, and spent a lot of time growing up in the Cascade Mountains up here near Seattle, and hunting, fishing, doing everything country boys do.
Okay. Okay. The Cascade Mountains. Now in New York, we got the Catskill Mountains. I guess they're similar.
Oh yeah, yep. Just
Okay.
on opposite ends of the country here.
Right. Okay. 21. Huh? All right. You're still a young guy. Were you musically educated in school? Did you go to college or anything like that?
Didn't go to college, but growing up, I had a lot of music around the house. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents.
Okay.
Growing up, my folks owned a bar downtown here, and but it was like they played a lot of rock bands there. And while I was at my grandparents' house, while they were taking care of me, they were playing a lot of country music around the house. And my grandma always played piano, and I picked up a guitar around 10 years old after watching her play, and slowly just got more interested in music and started getting into songwriting, and here we are today.
Exactly. Okay. Well, did you create a band scenario with your family? Did you perform with them out, like out in the open with in front of people?
No, nothing like that. My grandma just liked to play at home, and so I always enjoyed to watch her play. And
Okay.
I'd sit by her on the piano bench, sing along sometimes, do that kind of thing, but just kind of spend time with each other.
Well, that's awesome. Okay. Is she still with you?
Unfortunately, no, not now, but always carry her memory with me.
Of course, of course. Yeah. And she was obviously a huge inspiration for you, and that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, now as far as your own, now you write your own songs, right?
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna, and halfway through the show, we're gonna see a music video I assume you wrote and performed in. Is that right?
Yep. I wrote the song, and I guess you could say I produced the video. The video is just at a local bar around here that I enjoy playing at, and
Oh,
there's a lot of people that supported me throughout the years, and so we decided to have it and throw a little party together for the music video.
okay. So I'm thinking now that you're 21, you're just barely legal to go to these bars and and be there, right? Or drink or anything like that.
Oh yeah, well, I've had this beard since I started growing it around 15, 16, so I've always looked older than my age, so no one really questioned me growing up
Oh, okay.
going into
I
bars.
guess they don't card you out there like they do here. Because I was
Yeah.
as a teenager, I looked a lot older too. And I actually have one for the years from my teen years when I used to go into bars and packy stores, what we call them in Massachusetts, a packies, which is what alcoholic beverage stores are called here. And I'd
Yeah.
buy beer and sometimes for friends, sometimes for older kids with baby faces because I could do it. But now but there were too many people like me slipping through the cracks. So eventually the government decided to card everybody. It's,
Oh,
so, but I guess that's not the case where you are. Well, all right, good for you. I know that's a good feeling to, I know when you're a teenager, it's fun looking older. And now that I'm almost 65, I think I look pretty darn good given much older I looked as a teenager. I'm not saying
oh,
I
yeah.
look I'm not saying I look beautiful, but I'm hanging in there. The hair's not completely gray yet, and I feel as good as I've ever felt, and that's the way it should be. All right, so what are you currently doing now? You're working on, you perform regularly at
Yep.
different venues?
Well, I guess I'm doing two different things right now. Actually, just right before you called here, I'm a welder during the day right
Okay,
now, and so I'm out in the field working usually at least Monday through Wednesday, and then uh, I I work for my family here. We have a business here, and so I'm blessed that opportunity, to get caught up on work, and then if I need to go out of town by Thursday or leave Wednesday night, I can go hit the road and play all throughout the weekend, all the way till Sunday, then come back and do it all over again.
wow. Okay, so your schedule is perfectly balanced, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, it's 100 miles an hour, but I think I like that, to be honest, because I'm one of those people, I got to be doing something.
Oh
So
yeah, I agree. I know exactly I so know exactly what you're saying. I'll be honest with you. I probably couldn't keep up the energy of welding and playing music every week, but that's me. I mean, I don't travel. I travel not as far as you do, but I do some, certain amount of traveling.
uh,
Okay. So now, how long have you actually been writing songs for? How many years?
I've been writing songs now I started back in 2020, and
Okay,
it's
4 years.
actually, yep. And I actually started singing the same time I started writing, which
Great.
sounds kind of funny, but
No, it doesn't. It sounds like a guy with talent. That's what you are. That's perfect.
yep. And, it was during COVID during that time. And so I graduated high school in 2021.
Okay.
And so during that 2020 year, I, I never really been out of the state. And I took a trip down to Nashville, Tennessee. And I'll be honest with you, what happened was it was just kind of an eye opener. I didn't realize how many great people there were out there playing and how many different things you could do with music. I just wasn't open to the fact that there's people out there writing. There's out there people just playing songs that are wrote, and I wanted to be able to do both. Like these people like Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard, and write the songs and also perform them.
Okay. And you
So
did. And when you went to Nashville, was that like a mission of seeking your fortune as a musician, or did you just want to visit there and see what was going on, or both?
I think a little bit of both. Like I said, I never really been out of the Northwest, and so that was my first introduction to being out of my comfort zone and seeing a
Right,
different part of the
exactly.
world. And the other half was just getting to see, just like I said, how many great musicians there are out there, and how many people that are just like me out there trying to do the same thing. So
Okay. Is that what Caden discovered you?
No, Caden actually discovered me through a friend that is helping me with this record that's producing it with me. His name's CJ Garton, and him and CJ met, and so CJ uh shooted over Caden's info to me, and Caden's been awesome. He's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
help, and he does an awesome job of what he does. So
I know he does. I know. He's gotten me plenty of great guests, not to mention being himself one great guest on my show. Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right. Now, have you ever opened for other, bigger acts that, that you're eventually going to be? And if so,
Oh, uh,
who are
I've
they?
opened for a few people. Usually they're like well, I guess not opened up for but for like festival lineups and different things, you know.
Yep. Okay.
There's a lot of artists out there that I've done with festivals, but
Okay. Now, when you say festivals, are you talking about, are these outdoor festivals, indoor festivals, at bars, or where are they? Where are these festivals held?
a lot of these festivals are we got one up here in Washington State called Chinook Fest, and what it is it's an outdoor event, and it's up in the mountains, and we have a bunch of not like super big names, but people that are just like me, you know, trying to get out there, and they
Right,
got a
right.
few bigger acts. And I play a lot of rodeos right now.
Okay.
I think I've done 12 rodeos already this year. So you know, just open up shows for them, and usually they have a big band one night, and I'll play all all the other days around them. So
Okay. All right. As far as now, you went to Nashville. You said that was what, in 2020 you went out there?
yep.
Okay. Have you traveled anywhere to perform since then besides Nashville or back there? Or just, I mean, you came back to the Northwest. And what did you do
Yep.
after that?
Uh, I did go back down to Nashville twice, and then I played a few shows down there.
Okay.
I played. Let's see. I came at the time I was playing guitar, lead guitar, and I played at Nashville Palace.
Okay.
So that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And I came back here, and I've done a lot of shows in Montana, Oregon, Idaho. I'm currently working on some stuff down in Texas and Florida and different things. So we're the doors are slowly starting to open. You know, just trying to get my name out there and everything. But there's a lot of good things coming.
Well, obviously, I mean, you're performing in all these states now, which is way different than before. Not and still so young too.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So are you in a band as well, or do you just perform solo? Do you have anybody backing you up, guitars or what? Drums, anything like that?
So what I do is I'm just a solo act right now, and but what I do is I have a kick drum in front of me, and so
Okay.
I'm kind of doing like a one man band deal, and people always kind of laugh when they hear that, but they're it's a different kind of deal, I guess. So because it all I'm doing is laying down uh that downbeat on all the songs, and it's just enough to get people more involved. You know, usually when you see a solo act, it's more personal and stuff, in which I do make it personal when I start to slow it down and everything.
Okay.
But when people want to have fun and dance and get going, I kick on that kick drum, and it just kind of gets people moving a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. And I think that's awesome. But I mean, so do you play guitar or just the drum, or what do you do? What do you use for your instruments besides the
Yep.
drum, or is that it?
Yeah. No, but I play acoustic guitar, and I play. I have a lead guitar or electric guitar that I bring with me too, and so I'll switch it up every once in a while. You know, give people something a little bit new. And but just pretty much just doing the drum, singing, and acoustic guitar thing.
Okay, so you're actually, because it's a kick drum, you're able to actually do both at the same time. You can do you simultaneously. You can strum the guitar and kick the drum.
Yep.
Well, I don't think people are laughing at you. I think they're probably astonished, and I know I'd be.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It
it's
it I think it's kind of cool, you know, because
pretty impressive.
oh, it's just like I said, you know, you get the personal feeling of watching someone by themselves and just their natural voice and everything, and you kind of get the mixes of almost a full band. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah, I mean that's
So
all you need. I mean,
yep.
and so now that you do that, I assume you're in demand in a lot of in a lot of musical venues in your area.
Oh yeah. I
Okay.
play. I'm pretty much booked every weekend for the whole rest of this year and on to next year. So we're
Wow. Have you ever been in a band before at all? Was it even as as a younger guy growing up,
oh
getting working
oh
your way towards what you're doing now?
oh yeah. I So like I was saying earlier, I used to play lead guitar a lot. That's actually what I started on. I picked up a guitar when I was 10 years old,
Oh, okay.
and so here locally I played for, almost just about every band in town just to kind of paying your dues, as they say.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
and like I said, the guy that's produced my record now, I actually he was looking for a lead guitar player, and that's how I met him. Is I went and auditioned for him and played some shows with him, and then we figured out that what I was really after was songwriting and singing. Not
Right,
not that
right.
I don't love playing guitar, but I think that was my true uh desire of what I was wanting to do.
Okay, but so how long ago, how old were you when you were playing in this guy's band?
Uh, at the time, at the time I was 18. I wasn't even out of high school yet.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But no more with him right now. Too busy with your
Yeah.
own stuff.
Yep. But he's been a great help for me, and and like I said, his name's CJ Garden. He's got a lot of great songs out right now, and he writes songs for uh all kinds of big names out there, and he's been a
Cool.
lot of help for me as well.
Okay. Adam, how much time we got? Are we halfway through the show yet? Okay, right now we're gonna watch a little music video from Hunter Styles, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned and let's watch it and enjoy it, and we'll talk about it when we get back.
Two-lane highways, one dusty dirt road. One takes me far away, one leads me back home. Speeding like the freeways, caught up in between this big city talking and this country boy's dream. It's the neon lights and it's loud country music. Saturday nights and this fear I might lose it. It's never a woman enough place for me to stay. 52 Cadillac, backseat and early grade. Smoking and drinking between the haze and Jim Beam. Wake up holding answers to some good old boy's dreams. And campfires to the limelight, I sure miss those days where life was just some music, yeah, friends at cold case. It's the neon lights and it's loud country music. Saturday nights and this fear I might lose it. It's never a woman enough place for me to stay. 52 Cadillac, backseat and early grade. It's the neon lights and it's loud country music. Saturday nights and this fear I might lose it. It's never a woman enough place for me to stay. 52 Cadillac, backseat and early grade. 52 Cadillac, backseat and early grade.
So that song 52 Cadillac, that was my first song I ever released, and what that song is about is I'm Hank Williams is a big inspiration of mine, and I always tell people whenever I go to my shows, Hank Williams was a pioneer when it came to country music because he showed us he was to me one of the founding people that showed us how uh country music was evolved and how rough country music lifestyle can be, if you're out touring and doing that kind of thing. He kind of showed us all of it at one time.
Okay.
And so what people don't know is he passed away in the back of his 52 Cadillac on his way to a New Year's show.
Oh, wow.
And so that's what that song's kind of talking about. But I guess I was putting it in my perspective of I kind of feel like Hank Williams sometimes, two-lane highways, one dusty dirt road, not knowing exactly where you're going, but knowing that you're doing what you love and just doing that traveling kind of lifestyle.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's really, taking it to the edge when you realize that he passed away in his car. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, he was on his, that really happened. He was on his way to a show. Was it in the
Yep.
fit? Now, it was a 52 Cadillac, but do you know what year that was? I was just curious that this happened.
Uh,
No, if you don't, that's fine, but now I'm curious.
I was gonna say it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember exactly what year it was,
Yeah,
but
yeah, okay. Was it in the 50s or do you think it was late? It was later in the 50s, right? Probably.
I think it had to be 54, I think.
Yeah, okay.
52
So
or
it wasn't the
54.
50s. Wow, yeah, before my time even. Okay. Wow, okay. So are there other aside from Hank Williams, do you have any other inspirations that you want to name? That would be kind of cool.
Oh man, I always when people always ask me this question, I always narrow it down to like 10. It's really hard for me because I have so much drawing from other artists. Like right off the bat, I'm gonna say Waylon Jennings is probably my
Okay.
number one. Uh, Billy Joe Shaver, who is mostly a songwriter, but I love his style. Let's see, Hank Williams Jr.'s got to be in there. I like that Southern rock kind of thing,
Of course.
and Travis Tritt's got to be in there. Keith Whitley, George Jones, and Chris Ledoux, and probably Merle Haggard. That's probably going to be my top that I listen to daily, no matter what. So,
Okay, that's awesome. Well, those are the names I remember. Now, have you ever
yep.
done anything else besides country and Western music? Have you done any sports? Have you ever written anything aside from songs? Have you ever drawn, painted, modeled, anything like that? Done any acting, anything? I just want to find out exactly, what you've done in addition to music, if anything. If not, that's fine, but I like to cover I like to profile people thoroughly. So let me know. What you tell me?
Yeah. So I played football a lot growing up, and
Okay.
back when I was little, and then once I got into high school, I started high school rodeo a little bit, and I was steer wrestling,
Okay.
and that was right about the time when I was starting to get really into music,
Okay.
and obviously music's a little bit easier on your body more than rodeo is, so but I still enjoyed rodeo. I think rodeo actually taught me a lot of things about myself that I didn't know,
Okay.
and I was around a good group of people that it wasn't like any other sport I played. Everyone was really supportive, and because you're out there with uh animals, it's a different deal. You're trying to help everyone out,
I know. Well, I'll
and
be honest with you. I mean, I asked you a question, you answered me. I'm a vegan. I feel bad for animals that they have to do rodeo and I don't eat meat and I don't hunt and I don't fish. I have not recently, but so I'm just but okay, that's what worked for you. And obviously, that's what got you, that's what inspired you to continue your music and that's fine. That's awesome. Okay.
yeah.
All right, so you're all booked up solid until next year. Do you have, I mean, so Caden, I guess he gets you a lot of gigs too, right?
Oh yeah, we work with each other all the time, and he what he's done a lot for me too, is just get my name out there. Yeah, because
Yes.
it's so hard when you're by yourself trying to do that, because you almost need someone else to work with you to get your name out there.
Okay. Of course you do. What about radio play? How much of that have you had?
Oh, the radio play has probably been the best for me. He's gotten me to my songs played over lots of places in Australia, New
Wow.
Zealand, France, few in the UK, and it's been I don't know how he does it, to be honest, but he's definitely got my songs out to a lot of different places that I never thought I'd see my name. So
Of course. Oh, well, no, well, don't, well, now you know, and you there's plenty more opportunities for that you have more name dropping, I'm sure.
oh
Um,
yeah.
so have other people wanted to incorporate you into their band since, you've done so successful for you, been so successful? Have there been a lot of people that have inquired as to, wanting to work with you and, musically?
Oh yeah, I actually just these last few weekends I've ran into a lot different artists that are writers themselves and want to
Yeah.
collaborate on different things, and I've done a couple different things over the phone with people, or like a Zoom meetings like this where we're too far away but we want to get together, and so uh whenever I got time, I'm always willing to work with people, because I think it's not only good for yourself, but it's good for other musicians, to be
Yes.
around different people and hear different stories and collaborate. So
Okay. Now, aside from your parents, do you have wife and kids or anything like that?
nope,
Uh,
I'm all
You're all
all
devoted
business right now.
to your music right now. So there's nothing, so you don't, nothing will slow you down from that. That's awesome.
Yep, all
Okay.
business right now.
All business. Okay. So what about how many CDs have you turned out?
Unfortunately, we haven't got CDs yet. We're working on that. So what I got going right now is I got 3 more songs to release, and then once I get that last one released, I'm gonna schedule some CDs to be made, and so that because that's my last song on my record, then we'll have the full CD
Okay.
available once all those songs are dropped. That way everyone can go. You know, I know CDs aren't as common of a thing anymore,
Right.
but I think a lot of people like that value of having something that you know that may not be around anymore or something. You know, so
Exactly. I know it's a collector's item. Now talk
yeah.
about how do you make your music videos? If you do you do any of the editing yourself? Do you have other people do it?
There
Oh,
just just a lot of friends that I know are that like this music video that we just played. It was by a friend of mine who she does photo shoots, and I
okay.
asked her if she wouldn't mind doing a video, and she said she's only done it a handful of times, but I think she did an amazing job at capturing because everything you see in the video is it's not even like acted or put on or anything. It's just everyone's just having fun being themselves. I mean,
Right, of course.
you're catching everything in its natural, you know, state of mind, and
Laura, of course. That's awesome.
yeah,
Okay. That
yeah.
has it. And so obviously I assume she's pretty good at making people comfortable when, when she shoots. Does she do the video? She's the one behind the camera and does the editing or both or what?
Yep, she's the one that she does all the editing and everything. Sorry if you hear a dog in the background.
What's in the background?
A dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, your dog's barking?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't hear him, but that's cool. I'm sure he's looking forward to seeing the show. And on that note, we're under 5 minutes. I hope you had fun talking to me.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, this has been great. I appreciate you having me on today. And like I said, sorry we're off to a kind of a rough start there. I was having kind of a weird day and everything, but
Well, hey, look, we're getting the show in. That's what matters. And when it's up, it'll be as impressive as any song that you've ever done. Because I take as much pride in my show as you do in your music. So believe me, I'm with you. And I love having people like yourself on as guests because when you have a meeting of the minds like that, it's a win-win for everybody.
oh yeah, for
All
sure.
right, so here's what I want you to do. In the remaining time, look at your camera there and give shouts out to people that are going to see the show. Just condense them, and then we'll wrap it up with my snap and the way we began it.
Okay.
So go ahead, give some shouts out to people.
Shout outs.
Yeah, shouts out like to your
Oh yeah.
family, whoever, people
Oh,
that know you, that are going to see this.
oh yeah. Definitely all my friends and family. There's a bar I grew up playing at called the Barn Door, and they're basically the ones that helped me get on my feet about playing music. I played the first 2 years of playing there before I even got out to anywhere else. Caden Gordon, obviously, for
Of
always
course.
helped me and guide me through this. CJ Garden for helping me produce the record and help me write these songs and everything. Uh, there's so many people out there. I feel
Well,
bad if I leave
listen,
anyone out.
they know who they are. I'm sure they're going to be, they know you want to give as many shouts out as you can. It just proves that you have a big following, which is awesome. All right. Well, if you had a good time with me, what I want you to do is to tell all these people, if they ask them if they'll do my show, we'll have them. Let's see, you have my digits now because we connected earlier, and then you feel free to have them contact me. We'll get them on the show either by Zoom or in person. I always prefer the in-person interview, but if they're thousands of miles away, Zoom will work, obviously, as it is today.
Yep.
And that's it. Now, aside, one last thing, is there anything coming up on the horizon that you might have missed out on, that you might have overlooked, that you want to mention real quick? If not, that's fine, but I just want to make sure anything coming up later this summer or beyond. I know you get a lot of schedules all the way into next year, which is great, but is there anything specific that you want to mention along those lines? If not, that's fine. But like I said, you just think it through so you don't forget anything.
So right now I'm on my way to writing new songs for my next record coming out, because I'm sure, as you know, music's one of those things where you got to be constantly on top of the next project.
Exactly.
And like I said, I'm in the talks with some people down in Texas and different things. I've joined a lot of songwriters events.
Okay.
I did one up in Whitefish for the last 2 years, Montana,
Okay.
and so you, working on some different. Me and Caden are working on some promotional things. So
Okay.
I'm hoping by this next year you'll see my name at a few different places. Hopefully are out of the Northwest. So that's what we got
Perfect.
working on. So.
All right, great job. Listen, one last favor. After we're going to wrap the show up in a minute. Will you hang around and let my tech guy take a pic for Facebook? And now, are you on Facebook?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to send you a friend request and then tag you in it if you accept it. Okay.
Okay.
You okay doing a picture?
Yeah.
All right. All right, folks. We're wrapping up another great Topic Time episode. See you next time. Rolling up and snapping out.